And now, Touch My Bass Productions presents The Shootout with Bill Blanchard.
All right, welcome back. This is the Wrestling Shootout. I am your host, the Survivor of Pain, Bill Blanchard. And then tonight, I'm also sponsored by Touch My Bass Productions, owner by Christopher Dwayne Dickens. And tonight, we got a very special show for you. Tonight is the shoot of all shoots. This is the shoot I've been waiting my whole life to do. Tonight, I've got the man, the king of the receipts. I've got the man who's beat up more freaking guys, retired, more man than Social Security. I have got the mean of the extreme himself, James Houston.
Hello, what's up, brother? What's up?
Not much, big man. You know, I gotta tell you, it's a big honor to have you on my show and everything. You know, I've been prepping this for about a good 2 weeks and everything to where I want to start out as. But you know, if I had to pinpoint where I actually first met you, you know I met you in Daniel Maine's backyard. You know, I was home on leave for the Marine Corps, and you know that was fun. I think you were known as the drunk back then. But the thing I want to talk about, when I knew how much of a big player you was, is when 2004 was at a Halloween show. I had just came back from Afghanistan. And I'm seeing this little dude in the ring. I think it was Chris Dickens' little brother called Grunge or something. But your music hit, and the crowd just went unbelievable. Not like a high pop, but almost like when your music freaking hit, everyone was like, whoa, this dude's about to get banged up. And then you had like a black steel chair, I think it was. You hit it over this kid's head, split his skull wide open, knocked him out cold. Damn, dude. Is that how it got started for you in hardcore?
Pretty much. Just, here, we want you to go out here and just hit this guy. Really? Yeah. Okay, why not? What the hell? Awesome stuff. I mean, you gonna let me do that to somebody in your yard and I don't go to jail? Sure.
Well, I mean, I remember one other time, you know, I was having a flashback. You know, I think me and you was at an AWF show in 2009, 2010, and might have been 2011. I can't remember what year it was. But anyway, we was watching the matchup, and I told Stalker, who was wrestling, the name was under a mask, Michael Say at the time, he was going to step in the ring with Jeremy Seal. Now, Jeremy Seal kept begging and pleading, and I was kind of like, no. Finally, I said yes, but I told Saint, I want to be over in a couple minutes, you know. And I mean, me and you was in the back talking, and I'm looking out like, what the hell am I saying? This dude's walking around with his hands in the air like he's Randy freaking Orton, you know.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, Bill, don't worry, I got this. You know, he came out of the ring with a steel chair yet again and busted him over the freaking head with a chair. Dude, I loved it.
And I think I followed that up with just an evil Sid Vicious power bomb.
Yeah, you did that too.
Just, I mean, if you're going to come out there and talk all this shit and then you don't back it up, yeah, you're going to get something broke off in you.
Damn straight.
I mean, well, if he'd have gone out there and actually impressed people, yeah, it probably wouldn't have happened, but whoops.
Yeah, for real. Well, dude, look, I mean, I've been trying to think, you know, where really want to hit off. I know I tell people all the time what the shootout is. It's damn good therapy. It's a way to let stuff off. So, hell.
I'm already into the vodka, so this is going to be fun.
Sweet, dude. Where do you want to begin?
Let's start with AWS. So just pick someone and then we'll start from there and go from there.
I'm back in. Sorry, that was the wife calling. All right, here we go. We're going to start things off here, you know, with AWF. I know you had a pretty good, impressive career with Flatline, but before I give it AWF, you know, I had Justin Chambers on the show a few weeks ago, and he talked about that pink slip on the pole match y'all had with Flatline when you were in the heavyweight belt. Yeah, he has a pretty cool thing to say about it, man, but I'm curious, what's your thoughts about that match?
That was, when I first heard about it, I'm going, what the hell is this? I mean, because we did some pretty weird shit over there. I mean, me and Devin Wright at one point had a buff bitch match with whatever, dude.
A buff bitch match? Damn.
You basically had to, it was like a fucked up version of a bra and panties match, except you had to pull the dude's gear down to his swim trunks. Whatever. They thought it was freaking hilarious. Whatever. Not going to argue with the booker. But the pink slip on a pole, that was, I think, maybe my second or third ladder match. And it was pretty good, except for, Chambers thought it'd be a freaking hilarious idea to face plant me into the barbed wire. So then
you in the barbed wire. Wow.
Yeah, so then I proceeded just to wrap him around the ladder, which I thought was absolutely hilarious.
Dang.
Yeah, I ended up winning that, and then I think I kept that belt for about one more show, and then they had me drop the belt, which was one of those occasions. Okay, that's what you want, but what are you going to follow it up with? Well, we don't know. Well, that's kind of fucking stupid. If you can't follow up a big title change with a decent storyline, what's the point?
Yeah,
that's been my grievance with several places I've been. Yeah, we're gonna give you the belt. Yeah, you're the guy. Oh yeah, by the way, you're losing that next show. So I basically got Zack Rydered so many times I just wanted to throat punch people on a daily basis. Oh yeah, you're the guy. And then it's just, well, fuck you. We want this guy now. Well, okay, well, kiss my ass. I show up, bust my ass, blood, sweat, and tears, put on a good match, and then get the belt, and then it's like, well, we're going to give it to somebody else. But then when you do that, and then it makes no freaking sense, it makes not only the guy that won the belt and then lost the belt look like a total toolbox, but then the guy that wins it, there's really no shine or glory to him, because where the hell are you going to take it from there? Especially when you got to give the guy that lost no rematch or throw him in another totally different storyline.
That would probably seem to happen a lot.
Oh, every time I turned around, yeah, you're the guy. Here, lose it. Put this guy over. Okay, well, what are you following it up with? What are you leading up to? Well, we don't know. You're the booker, and you're telling me to do this, but you don't know what the hell you want after this. Sometimes a good booker will look 2, 3, 4 shows in advance. Exactly. We're going to build up, and here we go.
I know that's what I wanted. And I knew when I finally got you in AWF, I knew that's what I wanted to do with you. I had this idea about creating the Extreme World belt. We ended up putting on you in, I think, 2009, I believe the 2010 for me and you, the collide and everything, and I wanted you basically to take Chambers' place, his spot, because, I wanted you to be the man of the promotion. When Chris and Jay tell me we're bringing in Oz Knight and everything, and then, I had an idea of a damn good rival between you two, and I thought I was really happy with what you guys, did in the 2010, 2011 area. Only problem was, everybody had different ideas, and could not get anyone to agree on anything.
Oh, yeah, we want this, well, we want that. Politics in wrestling is worse than politics in government. It sucks.
It does.
Everybody wants to be, oh, yeah, the good old boy system. Yeah, you're my buddy, I'll put you over. Oh, you're my buddy, you can do this. And the show turns to shit. I mean, we had an excellent storyline built up with me and Oz. My career was on the line. He was the top heel.
Uh-huh.
And for once, I was playing the role of the good guy, which was a rare occasion because pretty much I was just the neutral guy that didn't take any crap.
Right.
But before the match took place, they turned him face. And with my career on the line, I'm going, now this really makes no goddamn sense at all. You got two faces going against each other for the belt, and one of them's career's on the line. Really? And there was so much build up to it. I mean, shit. I remember laying in the middle of the ring bloody because somebody else cracked me in the skull with the belt, signed the contract in my blood, and then you turn him face 2 minutes before the bell rings. What the fuck was that?
I have no idea. That was not my brains behind that one.
That was another, excuse my language, but that was a dumb fuck idea.
Right.
So then you've got me getting pinned. I'm in the ring. My career was supposedly over, and you got another face over here. Like, what happened 2 minutes before the bell never even took place. I mean, it was worse than the ending of Jason Goes to Hell.
Damn.
And that was a pretty shitty ending movie.
Yeah, it was. It was. As much of a fan I am of it, it was. Let me ask you this question.
All right.
I know we go back and forth with the whole scenario, but I go back a couple months prior to that, you got put in a situation. And it was talked about so many times between me and Garganis and Dickens, even CJ. And it's the part where I took a lot of heat from this. Whether I was trying to do a favor for you or because you threatened to do something, I bowed down to your wishes. And, I try to explain what happened over and over and over. And I want to say this for the record. No, you didn't threaten me. We were having a conversation and shit happened. It was a situation where I just pulled up, and you came toward me. Del Cheryl was in the background. Del Cheryl was just kind of laughing, pointing at me. And I'm like, okay, what the crap is this about? And you came up to me and then you tell me that if I don't get a title shot, I'm done. And I says, okay, can we talk about what's going on? And then when I ended up booking the card, I booked you and Josh in a hardcore title match,
Oh, yeah, the probably one of the dumbest things I've done in wrestling.
Well, I think if I remember correctly, I'm about my car, my trunk up. David Clark walked toward me, and he was just BSing, just chit-chatting, and I'm getting my gear, and I'm having to look up. I could have sworn I see Josh hit you. You fell to the ground, Josh pins you, and the match is over with. I'm like, what the hell did I just see? The next thing you know, you're grabbing your bags and you're walking. I remember running towards you. I'm like, dude, what's going on? And then you threw your bag down. You were letting your frustrations. You were telling me that when you initially beat me that year for the belt, it was promised that, you was going to drop the belt to Jay, but Jay's supposed to drop the belt back to you. You did it in good faith and everything. And when that didn't happen, and I was trying to explain to you what we was told on our end, that when the day you're supposed to show up to get the belt back from Jay, we got told you hurt your hand at work and you weren't going to be able to come. So last minute, we decided to put the belt on Don. Don was supposed to hold the belt to take on you. The way Halloween Massacre came, I don't think he showed up. I don't know if he was hurt or whatnot. He was 100%. And then Oz had to leave, too, that same night because his kid had to go to emergency room. So we ended up being CJ versus Don one-on-one for the heavyweight strap. The next month, I think, was Murder Phone.
That was the show that 3 different people told me 3 different dates.
Yeah. That's the part where I cussed out Fury and Dickens. We had a big old fight about it. We'll be at Jay's house. We'll set a date. When we freaking leave, it seemed like Dickens had one day and Jay had another day. Like, God, that's not a date we agreed on. Don't turn by this date. And Chris like, I think it was this date, and then
I got told. I got told 3 different things, and then it was like, well, we don't think we want to put it back on you right now. We want to do this, we want to do that. I'm going, wait a minute. Me and Jay, or not me and Jay, but me and Payne beat the shit out of each other for a good 30 minutes in a no DQ match.
Yeah.
I win the belt. The next show, for no apparent fucking reason, I mean, the very next show, it wasn't, I'm the champ, next show, blah, blah, blah. It was, I'm the champ, and I'm fixing to get fucked.
Well, I don't understand that. I don't understand. Liberty Death Cons, you were supposed to, either retain the belt, or I was going to get the belt back, and on the August show, Summer Showdown, I was dropping the belt right back to you. I mean, you were supposed to have a 3-series match, and all of a sudden, Jay gets it and makes it, and somehow Jay ends up winning the triple threat match. I believe me and Jay have argued about that even to this day. Even the other day, did we not, Chris?
Yeah, because it was never brought to my attention we're going to have a 3-match series. Back to the whole storyline thing. If you're going to do something, you got to plan a couple shows in advance.
Exactly.
It makes sense.
Exactly.
If you start doing this bouncing around bullshit, and it makes the guys that lose the belt look like pussies.
It does.
And then you don't do shit with them.
It does absolutely nothing. And I told this to Jay, and I told this to Dick, and I told this to Win. And it's like, Jay doesn't want to book ahead. He doesn't want to plan a storyline. He wants to plan as it goes, because he says you try to plan a storyline and that person doesn't show up. They got to scratch the storyline and try something else. And I couldn't get Jay to ever discuss business like that.
That's just it. You never scratch a storyline. You have to improvise.
Right.
You can go back to ECW. Yeah, they were the little engine that could, and they fucking did.
They did.
Like one of the first pay-per-views. Well, not one of the first ones, but the first. I remember it was I think it was Heatwave '99. It was supposed to be Jerry Lynn and Van Dam. It was advertised Jerry Lynn, Rob Van Dam. Jerry Lynn didn't heal right, so he was injured. He wasn't cleared. They kept the storyline moving. Van Dam came out there, talking mad shit. Lance Storm comes out there, hey, shut the fuck up. Da, da, da. They beat the hell out of each other. Just because one guy doesn't show, you can improvise. You can make it work. That's why I take the whole Austin angle. Everybody knew Austin's neck was fucked up from day one. Yeah. Everybody knew it.
Yeah.
But what did they do? They played off of it. Like the whole Austin getting hit by the car. It worked perfectly because so many different storylines spread off of that one incident.
They sure did.
But they kept it relevant. You get a guy that, if something happens, he can't make a show, reference him to it in something.
Don't do something like a bad habit.
Such and such happened, security escorted him out of here. Nobody watching on TV, on the internet or anything is any of the fucking wiser.
I know.
But it's the little stupid, piddly bullshit that just aggravates the living shit out of me.
Well,
you get guys that get power hungry and then they act like fucking cunts.
I know. It was just as frustrating on my end, and I know Chris was. Chris was even trying to walk away from it because he couldn't stand the politics of BS that was going on, and we couldn't get the story straight. We sit there, we would freaking meet. We would discuss it, say we're on the same playing field, what kind of direction we're going to go to. But as soon as we freaking leave, everybody sees a brain fart, can't freaking remember any damn thing, and I sit there and say, I call Jay, that's not what we freaking discussed. That's not what we freaking said.
Yeah, you get. It's like everybody branches off and they start talking to their little buddy. You get this, and they're like, "Oh, that's fucking stupid. You need to do this."
Yeah, that happened a lot.
That's what aggravates the shit out of me about some of these little small promotions like this. You get a couple of good old boys together. Oh yeah, fuck them. We can do this.
That happened a lot. Too damn much. Well, going back to what we were saying, what happened to the conversation that me and you had, I remember telling you, okay, this is what I want you to do. There's going to be a heavyweight title match tonight between, I believe it was Oz and Night Stalker. I think Stalker was initially supposed to retain, but I was going to referee the match. And I said, match will end on my hand. But I told you, I want you to come out there and make a statement and want your belt back, but you're improving to the point where, you might have to leave the company for the reason, but now you're freaking back and you're ready to kick ass and everything. You come out of the ring with a chair. I don't know if that hit in the back of the head or front of the head. I don't know. I remember I got laid out in the freaking match. I know you laid out Stalker, you laid out Oz and everything, and somehow I think you covered Stalker, grabbed my freaking hand, and did a 1, 2, 3. And the whole crowd was like silent at first. At least my memory tells me that way. And then I think Dale Sherrill had a microphone, kept saying, "Who wins the match? Who wins the match?" And I'm looking up, no one was down to 3. And I was just kind of like, the first thing that went to my mind, even after I said, "Holy shit, what have I done?" Because when you say new channel, like, new champion, James Houston, and then everyone's just kind of like, "Oh my God." Dude, I got so much freaking heat from that. Me and Jay almost had a fist fight about it in the back. Yeah. Taylor was cussing me out about it.
I mean, that was the perfect setup for several shows.
Oh, yeah.
And what did they do? They essentially walked over to the litter box, shit in the litter box, scooped it up, and just threw it in the trash.
Yeah. Yeah. Christian was the only one that says, "Bill, you created a bunch of controversy. You made a freaking impact. I back you up on what you did." But everyone felt like I just backstabbed Don. Jay said that belt's vacated. I don't want to hear nothing else about it. And I said, hey, it's your fucking call. He got into a space where I'm ready to fight.
I mean, if you make a statement like that, and you get a guy that was that pissed off with me like I was, shit, I'm gonna do what I need to do to make a statement.
Right.
And I did.
You did.
And what happened to me? We don't need you back around here for a while. Really? I think that was one of the most viewed shows we did.
It was.
And then you get the guy that did it. You're like, well, that was wrong. You shouldn't have done that. Shame on you. Get the fuck out.
Well, who told you that?
I will not. I don't want to drop any names,
Gotcha.
But he has been referenced already.
Wow, I think I probably know who you're talking about. I know we had a big debate about it, we kept arguing about it. And what got told back to me, what I was getting accused of, between Don and Jay, both accused me of saying that, Twitter went to you crying and pissed off, you just cave into him and just fuck everybody else. I said, no, that's not what happened.
Nobody gave a shit when I was pissed off because I was always pissed off.
Yeah.
I was one of these that wanted the shows to make sense. I wanted us to go somewhere, but everybody kept coming up with dumb fuck ideas that made no sense from week to week or month to month whenever we were doing shows. And then it got to where we would do a show every 2 months and people would forget what the fuck we did, so we just kept doing the same bullshit over and over and over.
It freaking sucks, dude. I know. Well, what happened in this scenario? I think it was a year later. I think it was 2012, wasn't it, Chris? 2012? Halloween. It was a Halloween show. I think we're doing my Fatal 4-Way Texas Death Match for North American title. Now, granted, I got there late. Chris got there late. I got off work. I picked up Dickens. He got off work. We're riding out there. I'm getting out of my car, and Jay walks up to me and says, don't worry, I did something for the good of the company. You'll thank me for it later. I'm like, okay. When we're watching the match, you never retaining or winning North American strap. And I could have sworn everybody agreed, Stalker was going to win. And Jay, later on that night or the next day, Jay told me and Chris, I had to let Tweeter win because Tweeter threatened to kill Don or seriously hurt Don with a freaking weed eater. And then Jay changed the booking because, and we got told to threaten a wrestler to hurt him for real with a damn freaking weed eater.
Those words never came out of my mouth. You've seen me pissed off, but have you ever seen me intentionally hurt anyone in the ring?
No, not with full-fledged intentions. I mean, Chris,
yes, but
matches between and I had. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Speak, damn it.
Besides me? No.
Oh, Chris is besides him.
Chris probably had a dick in his mouth or something.
But that's like I told. That's like I freaking told to me and and Chris. I mean, believe me, we were freaking hot about it, but it was kind of like
this is how it went down.
Face to face. Okay, well, let's set the record straight. What was the conversation?
The conversation was we had just had that series of matches. I won the belt.
Right. I
won the belt the show before this one. I am the hardcore guy. I am the extreme guy. That is my match. That would have been like making Bret Hart lose a submission match to the fucking Sandman. That's how stupid this was.
Yeah.
We're going to put him over, and this is what I was told. He's getting married this week, or pretty soon. This is our gift to him.
Yeah. That's the truth.
I'm going, wait a minute. So there's no storyline why I'm losing the belt in a fucking Texas death match. There's no reason for that. For one, it makes no fucking sense in the storyline. Number two, that's not Don's forte. If it had been a legitimate, straight up match, and he'd have got like a dirty pin or something like that, we could have played off that. But when you come up and tell me you're losing the belt because blah, 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 and I look at you and tell you that's fucking stupid, and you tell me, well, that's how it is, or you can leave. Deuces, motherfucker, figure out how to make a full way with 3 people.
So he told you either do that or leave? He actually said that? I'm kind of surprised he had the balls to say that because he doesn't like competition.
He told me you can either, because it was, well, you ain't got to be here. No shit, I ain't got to be here. I'm doing you a fucking favor.
There you go.
And then he goes back and goes, well, Twitter's all pissed off and mad, so blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, I was pissed off and mad because it didn't make no fucking sense. If you're going to do something like that, have it make sense. I mean, shit, it was stupid.
So you didn't threaten Don? Okay, you didn't threaten Don at all. You didn't say,
no.
Okay, I'll do the match, but I guarantee you Don's gonna get fucked up in this match.
No, I never said anything like that.
Hey, Christopher, you're my witness now. Don't just nod your head and tell me. Did Jay Jargain tell us? How many times did he sit there and say that I'm doing what's good for the company? He threatened Don. I had to protect Don. I gave Twitter what he wanted.
Yep, that's the exact word.
Oh, suck my dick.
Wow.
The only person I would say that to, I'm gonna get in the ring, I'm gonna fuck you up, would be Josh Pascal, because he knows I'm just fucking with him.
Yeah.
Or Chris Dickens.
That's the way. Chris Dickens, I'm just gonna punch him in the ball sack.
There you go.
There you go.
I mean, if you get in the ring, go to get in the ring, and you say, "Yeah, I'm gonna get up there, I'm gonna fuck you up," you don't even need to be in this fucking business.
No, you don't.
I'm not out there to New Jack some motherfucker. But if you're gonna sit here and tell me, well, this is why we're doing this, and this is our dumb fuck reason, I'm gonna look at you like you're retarded, and I'm gonna tell you how I feel. Because if you don't let them know up front, this is stupid, this is bullshit, they're just going to continue to do it, and we saw how that ended up.
Yeah, you got a point,
I won the match and then got stripped of the fucking belt for some stupid reason.
Well, like I said, what got told to us that you may threaten toward Don's life.
I would never threaten anybody.
Not his life, but you threatened to hurt him. And correct me if I'm wrong, Don got hurt with a weeder anyway, didn't he?
Yeah.
Now, keep this in mind. Okay, and Don's defense, Don never bitched about it. Don never complained. Don just said, whatever, I'm just here to wrestle. It wasn't Don it's not like Don said, no, I want to win this damn belt, damn. It was just.
It made it, if they could have made the storyline work and it makes sense. Because I told him, I said, if you can make it make sense, I'll do the job. But it better make fucking sense, or I'm going to be pissed the fuck off.
See, that never got told to us like that yet. If you express the situation, okay, it didn't make sense to me, this is how it would make sense to everything. Because we could have talked about it, discussed it, we probably would have worked it out, and the result would have been the same. I just the fact that I was told, by multiple people that you blatantly said if you didn't win, you was going to seriously hurt Don in the match.
What good would that have done us? We'd have been down a guy. It makes that doesn't even make sense.
Damn. What about this scenario? You went a couple years later. We try to get AWF going again. We're trying to get shows going again, and we're struggling. But you and Pascal went out there and had one hell of an extreme match. I saw every damn weapon ever been used before in that ring was used in that damn day. But afterwards, y'all shook hands in mutual respect, and y'all formed the RWO. Now, whose idea? On the granted, we were pushing for RWO to be, Dead Reckoning. On my record, Dead Reckoning never dropped the belts, and I don't understand. You were there, Dickens. Explain to me what was the political part? Because I was under the impression that RWO was supposed to be in for the belts. That never happened.
Shit, no. We did the War Games scenario.
Yeah.
We did the War Games. That we were on a fucking high for that. A fucking high note. And then all of a sudden shit just stopped. It was like War Games never even fucking happened. And then you put us in a little tag match against nobodies and blah. Yeah, we're the tag champs. Y'all can fight us. Never fucking happened. I think the only time Dead Reckoning and the RWO was in the same ring was for a tribute show. And it wasn't even for a match.
Yeah.
And then it was like, really, you've got two tag teams that can really fucking do something here, and you're just going to piss on one of them. And because it was supposed to, y'all are going to win the belt. Y'all are going to win the belt. Never fucking, the match never even happened. I don't even think it was ever even talked about or booked.
I know I talked about it. I wanted it to happen, but I wasn't the booker. If I remember correctly, CJ was the booker. Now, what was CJ thinking? I have no clue. I'll have to ask him. My defense, boss man, my mind was not in the game. And you already knew what was going on in my personal life. My head was fucked up. I mean, I apologize about that. I wish I could have paid for the business, but I don't understand a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff is freaking, foggy in my mind about certain things, but,
Oh, yeah, that's understandable. But we got guys over here going, we're on a high note from War Games. We got momentum. And then you just shit on it again.
I don't know if it's because Dead Reckoning didn't want to drop the belts. I don't want to believe that, but I don't know. I don't know why y'all guys couldn't get back in the ring and do it. I mean, can you tell me?
I mean, it doesn't make any freaking... There were so many storylines that were great that they just dumped on.
Now, that I agree.
Hey, over here.
One, for example, was Chambers and Mr. Stovall had the Iron Man match.
Oh, damn good one, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what happened that one now. That I do freaking know. And it's one of the reasons why I left. I told Jay, I said, I'm done. I'm tired of you fucking around here, Mm-hmm. And, I mean, we had a freaking show in November, okay? Couldn't do a show in December, I don't know, because of weather, because of the cold, or what. The show got canceled in December. Try to get one in January. I called up Jay.
Before.
Well, yeah, I don't wrestle in the cold before, but I'm like, I called him. No, we can't do a show. I'm thinking about the kids. Then come January. You wouldn't hear
that was something.
We called the man and went, Chris, what did he say?
No, we're not having a show. We're going to wait till like February or March to have a show.
We called the boy in February. What's going on? Because Christopher was like, we've got to get the show going. We got to get the show going. And he said, fine, boom, I'll have a freaking show. He didn't do an AWF show. He did a UWW show. And he's like, everybody's getting more excited for UWW. And I'm like, okay. I'm not understanding what's going on here. And then, like, after that, it wasn't happening. Then all of a sudden it says we can't do no more shows. And Scott said the police was called and we can't do no more shows out there. And then he said, we're not doing no more shows because I'm getting a house. I'm like, well, what are you planning on telling us?
Yeah, there was so much hush in that. I think there was some backdoor deals with some other shit.
We all speculated. But I told him, I think it was April, because when April came, my father had a stroke. My mother was in a coma. I just had my final divorce hearing. I had all this stuff going on. And when Jay was pulling that crap, I called him up one night and was like, dude, I'm done. I'm sorry. I quit.
Yeah.
And Christopher quit either a week before that or a week after that.
I mean, they come up with so much. I've heard better fucking bullshit spewed from somebody locked up.
Yeah.
It's never anybody's fault. It's never their fault. Never this person's fault. Just man the fuck up. I mean, damn.
Tune in next week for our second part of the exclusive sit-down with James Houston, right here on The Shootout with Bill Blanchard.